Hey, what's up, Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2007 sequel film, National Treasure: Book of Secrets. So this takes place a little bit after uh, the last film ended. So Ben Gates is back, and we get a flashback to right after the Civil War ended. His great, etc. grandfather is sitting in a tavern. Everybody's celebrating the end of the Civil War coming to an end, and two guys come in from the GKS Golden, no, something Golden Circle K. I don't know what the K stands for. I don't remember. It's this extremist group from the South. Go figure, right? That wanted to make a golden circle of slave colonies, but carry it into Mexico, Central America, and then like the tip of South America. And Havana would be like the center point. What was the name of the what's the G? I don't even remember. No, not the G, the K. I don't remember. But that's what the Golden Circle was. It was a golden circle of slave labor colonies to make one country in regards to them, the Confederacy. If the Confederacy won the Civil War, that Queen Victoria was an ally of. It's a hard. American history is not good. I've said that. We talked about the first film. American history is not good. So, John Wilkes Booth's diary has John Gates' name in it, and there's a Latin thing that he's the code breaker or whatever. Not code breaker, mastermind or architect of the assassination of Lincoln, but he wasn't. He was the mastermind of deciphering the code to get to the Golden City, which is the, within Native American lore. It's called various things through various Aztec, Mayan, Inca cultures, but there's always a native of America's version of a Golden City, right? We're millennials are all well versed in El Dorado, right? The Road to El Dorado is an incredible Disney DreamWorks film. Did we talk about Road to El Dorado? I feel like we did. Anyway, there's the quest now is to find this Golden City to prove John Gates was not the mastermind of John Wilkes Booth killing President Abraham Lincoln, mere a week after the end of the Civil War. So that's the goal, right? And so it's a matter of you figure out the new cipher code. You go from clue to clue to clue to clue. But, of course, there's another guy who's trying to get to the Golden City as well for his own benefit, not to clear the Gates family name, but for his own benefit, that the Wilkinson family can, have a name for themselves in history because they're synonymous with X, Y, and Z within getting a letter from Queen Victoria at the time and stuff, right? Confederacy general stuff. So we're in Paris. We're at one of the Statues of Liberties. There's three of them. There's one in New York, one in Paris, and where's the other one? I don't remember the other one is. Then we're in Buckingham Palace, going to a clue because there's two desks made from the same ship that was discovered off the coast of something. I don't remember the name, but one desk is in Buckingham Palace. The other desk is used by the president in the Oval Office in the White House. And of course, there's code to unlock the secret compartment within each desk, and there's a piece of wood with native carving on it, pre-colonial carving on it from dialects that most people don't speak anymore. And Ben's mom is actually a translator, works at a university. So she's thrown in the mix. His father's brought into the mix. Riley's back. Abigail's back. So everybody is on their whirlwind adventure within kidnapping the president and getting information about the president's secret book and finding out that there's, secret passageways under Mount Rushmore, that's why they wanted to destroy that native landmark to make the passage easier to get to the secret, something along those lines, right? It all leads back to getting to the Golden City. So I don't know. It was a little wonky because my thing with that is if they knew that the passage was under Mount Rushmore, and that's why they carved Mount Rushmore in a disgracing of native, like, you can't have this grandfather mountain of yours because we know that passageway is there. I don't know. It was weird. It was very strange. I did like the speech that Ben gave the president in the midst of kidnapping, quote unquote, where he says, you can give it back to them. We've taken so much from them. You can give it them as in natives. You can give them the treasure that has been lost. You can give the natives back the treasure. Like, that's incredible. That's going to leave an amazing mark in history. And the president's all for it. And trying to get getting to the end was challenging, just because I couldn't wrap my head around why deface that sacred place, knowing that other place is underneath it. It was strange. It was strange. Unless I just missed part of it. I feel like I must have missed part of it. But how? How did I miss part of it? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I paid attention. I followed the clues, but apparently I missed something. I don't know. I didn't like it as much as the first one. It was pretty much, some scenes were shot for shot. Like the first one, you lit the gunpowder that went down the banister to show the cavern filled with the treasure, right? In this one, they light a banister which goes down, which shows you, a massive room and stuff. And I was like, but we did that already. Why are we doing this again? We did that already. Like swinging from rope to rope. Like, we did that already. Why are we doing this again? We did that already. It was very repetitive. I didn't find it... The only thing I liked about it was the water traps that the Lakota ancestor tribe put together to get that going. But I don't know. It didn't have that magic that the first one had in regards to, like, quest. This was more archaeology, and I did appreciate that it was focused in one culture of archaeology. It was focused truly on native culture, and I liked that his mom is screaming at people to cartograph that correctly and catalog that correctly at the end, and I like that. I like the appreciation and respect of it throughout on her character's behalf. But I just felt it was a very disjointed story because it was repetitive compared to the first. So I'm nervous about the TV series just because of how repetitive the second was compared to the first. I hope it's different. I know this one's about another treasure, and I think the main character is a long-lost daughter of Ben's, but I don't know. I don't have high expectations for it, unfortunately, and I wanted to, but it is what it is. The first is great. The second is meh. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.